Hello, and welcome to Stoic Lifestyle. Today we will dive into the kinds of people you should avoid in life and not give your respect to. These kinds of people are weighing you down and stopping you from achieving your goals in life. Watch this video to the end in order to truly understand the kinds of people in life you should avoid and not give your respect to. The first kind of person to avoid are those who lack virtue. For Stoics, virtue is not just a desirable trait but the cornerstone of ethical living. Virtue is considered the highest good, and Stoicism teaches that it is the only true source of contentment and fulfillment. These virtues serve as guiding principles for Stoics, shaping their interactions with others and their approach to life's challenges. In the Stoic worldview, individuals who consistently demonstrate a lack of virtuous behavior may not command respect. This is not rooted in judgment or condemnation, but in alignment with the Stoic commitment to living a virtuous life and fostering wisdom. Stoics regard honesty as a fundamental virtue. An individual who habitually engages in dishonesty, whether through deceit, manipulation, or falsehoods, may not be respected by Stoics due to the breach of trust and the erosion of integrity. Compassion and empathy are closely tied to Stoic ethics. Those who exhibit cruelty, inflicting suffering on others without just cause, may not be seen as deserving of respect due to their violation of the Stoic principles of kindness and justice. Self-discipline, particularly in matters of desire and greed, is highly valued in Stoicism. An individual who consistently prioritizes personal gain or material wealth over ethical considerations may not be respected by Stoics for their lack of self-control and wisdom. Courage, both physical and moral, is celebrated in Stoic philosophy. Those who display cowardice or a lack of moral fortitude may not be esteemed by Stoics, as these qualities are seen as essential for facing life's challenges with dignity and resilience. The second kind of person to avoid are those who cannot control their emotions. Emotions, while natural and inevitable, should not dictate our actions or responses. Instead, individuals should strive for emotional mastery, where feelings are acknowledged but not allowed to drive irrational or harmful behavior. Stoics argue that such emotional mastery is fundamental to living in accordance with virtue. In Stoicism, someone who habitually allows their emotions to govern their actions and responses may not be regarded with respect. This is not a condemnation of emotional vulnerability, but a recognition of the Stoic commitment to reason and rationality. Rationality is a central virtue in Stoic philosophy. It involves the application of reason to assess situations, make decisions, and respond to events. Stoics believe that rationality allows individuals to approach life's challenges with wisdom and equanimity, free from the distortions caused by unchecked emotions. Uncontrolled emotions can lead to irrational or harmful behavior. For example, anger, when uncontrolled, can result in aggression or impulsivity. Excessive fear can lead to paralysis and avoidance. Envy can breed resentment and animosity. Stoicism recognizes that such behaviors are not in alignment with the pursuit of virtue and ethical living. Respect is accorded to those who demonstrate emotional mastery and rationality. When individuals consistently allow their emotions to dictate their actions and responses, they may not be regarded with respect due to the potential for irrational or harmful behavior. Stoicism values individuals who demonstrate the capacity to assess situations calmly, make reasoned decisions, and respond to challenges with wisdom and self-control. The third kind of person to avoid is a person who harms others. Stoicism lies the belief that harm should be avoided whenever possible. This principle extends to harm inflicted upon oneself, as well as harm directed toward others. Stoics consider harm not only in the physical sense, but also in the emotional and psychological realms. Individuals who consistently engage in actions that deliberately cause harm to others may not be regarded with respect. This stems from the Stoic commitment to wisdom, justice, and compassion. Harm transcends physical injuries. It encompasses emotional pain, psychological distress, and any form of suffering inflicted upon others. For instance, gossiping to damage someone's reputation or spreading falsehoods to harm their well-being is considered harmful behavior in Stoicism. Respect is accorded to those who adhere to the principle of harm avoidance. Individuals who consistently engage in actions that deliberately cause harm, whether physical, emotional, or psychological, may not be deemed worthy of respect by Stoics. This assessment is grounded in the Stoic commitment to justice, compassion, and ethical living. The fourth kind of person to avoid is those who lack integrity. Lack of is a significant concern within, a philosophy that places a premium on the alignment of one's words and actions with their professed values and principles. In the Stoic worldview, integrity is not merely a superficial trait, but rather a foundational cornerstone of virtuous living. Those who consistently act in ways that contradict their stated values often find themselves at odds with Stoic principles, potentially leading to a loss of respect within Stoic circles. Integrity, from a Stoic perspective, extends beyond mere honesty and transparency. It encompasses the idea that an individual's actions should be a true reflection of their inner moral compass. When one's deeds consistently deviate from their avowed principles, it raises questions about the authenticity and sincerity of their character. A Stoic, in striving for a life of virtue, actively works to harmonize their beliefs and values with their actions. They understand that personal growth and ethical development hinge upon this alignment. When there's a lack of integrity, the integrity of the entire Stoic philosophy is called into question. In Stoicism, respect is not granted indiscriminately, but is earned through a commitment to living in accordance with one's professed principles. A person who consistently fails to uphold their values may find Stoics hesitant to regard them with the same level of respect afforded to those who demonstrate steadfastness and integrity in their actions. Stoics view the integration of ethics into daily life as a vital aspect of achieving eudaimonia, a state of flourishing and well-being. When someone's behavior consistently contradicts their espoused ethics, it not only undermines their own personal growth, but also disrupts the Stoic community's pursuit of wisdom and virtue. This misalignment can erode trust, hinder productive discourse, and potentially lead to disassociation within Stoic circles. It's worth noting that Stoicism doesn't advocate for harsh judgment or condemnation of individuals who struggle with aligning their actions with their values. Instead, it encourages self-awareness, reflection, and ongoing efforts to rectify these discrepancies. Stoics recognize that everyone is on their own journey toward virtue, and the emphasis is on continuous improvement rather than punitive judgment. The fifth kind of person to avoid is a person who is unjust. Unjust behavior stands as a fundamental concern within Stoicism, a philosophical system deeply rooted in principles of virtue, wisdom, and ethical living. In the Stoic worldview, justice and fairness are not just lofty ideals, but essential components of a virtuous life. Consequently, individuals who consistently engage in unjust actions, whether it's through exploitation, discrimination, manipulation, or any other unethical behavior, often find themselves at odds with Stoic ethics, potentially leading to a significant erosion of respect within Stoic circles. Justice, according to Stoic philosophy, is not a mere social construct but an intrinsic aspect of living in harmony with the natural order. It involves treating others with fairness, equity, and empathy. When one transgresses these principles, Stoics perceive it as a violation not only of social norms, but also of the very essence of ethical living. In the Stoic pursuit of virtue and wisdom, individuals are encouraged to cultivate a sense of duty and responsibility towards others, striving to act in ways that contribute positively to the well-being of the broader community. Unjust actions, however, disrupt this harmony and hinder the development of virtue. Such actions undermine trust, sow discord, and create an environment that is antithetical to the Stoic ideal of eudaimonia, a state of flourishing characterized by wisdom and inner peace. Within Stoicism, respect is not conferred indiscriminately, but must be earned through the consistent practice of virtuous living, which includes just and fair behavior. Individuals who habitually engage in unjust actions may find Stoics reluctant to extend them the same level of respect as those who demonstrate a commitment to justice and fairness in their interactions. Moreover, Stoics view the Stoic community as a forum for mutual support, growth, and the exchange of wisdom. Unjust behavior disrupts this communal pursuit of virtue. It creates an environment in which constructive dialogue and cooperation become challenging, as individuals may become hesitant to engage with those who display a pattern of unethical conduct. However, it's important to note that Stoicism does not advocate for punitive judgment or condemnation. Instead, it encourages self-awareness, reflection, and personal growth. Stoics recognize that individuals can change and evolve, and the emphasis is on providing opportunities for individuals to recognize their unjust behavior, seek self-improvement, and make amends. The sixth kind of person to avoid is those who refuse to learn or change. The concept of refusing to learn or change holds a central place within Stoic philosophy, a system of thought profoundly committed to personal growth, self-improvement, and the relentless pursuit of wisdom. Within this philosophical framework, stubbornly resisting the acknowledgement of one's mistakes or shunning the opportunity to learn from life's experiences represents a critical departure from Stoic principles. Individuals who persistently engage in harmful behaviors without demonstrating any intention to change may find themselves bereft of the respect accorded by Stoics, who hold wisdom and self-awareness in high regard. Stoics believe that individuals can achieve a virtuous and fulfilling life by actively seeking to understand themselves, their actions, and their place in the world. Central to this process is the recognition of one's fallibility and a commitment to continuous learning and growth. When an individual steadfastly refuses to acknowledge their mistakes, they thwart this fundamental tenet of Stoicism. Rather than embracing opportunities for self-improvement and growth, they remain stagnant and fail to align with the philosophy's core values. In essence, they hinder their own progress on the path to virtue. Furthermore, the pursuit of wisdom is inexorably linked to the capacity to adapt and evolve. The refusal to change, particularly when harmful behaviors are involved, represents a stagnation of character development. Stoics emphasize that the world is in a constant state of flux, and individuals must be willing to adapt to new circumstances and insights. Those who resist such adaptation may be viewed as out of step with the Stoic commitment to personal and intellectual growth. Respect in Stoicism is not granted indiscriminately, but must be earned through a demonstrated commitment to virtue, wisdom, and self-awareness. Individuals who persistently engage in harmful behaviors and resist change may find Stoics hesitant to extend them the same level of respect as those who actively seek self-improvement and demonstrate a willingness to learn from their experiences. Moreover, Stoicism places a premium on communal support and mutual learning. When an individual stubbornly clings to their harmful behavior without any inclination to change, they disrupt the community's collective pursuit of wisdom. Their unwillingness to engage in constructive self-reflection and growth can hinder productive dialogue and cooperation within Stoic circles.